Hello, my friends. This is Doug Fabian. Welcome to my weekly ETF report. Today is Thursday, September 10th, 2015. Thank you for joining me today. It is the start of the NFL football season this evening. I am looking forward to football. I am a football fan, and that's the big event that's happening today. But now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the financial markets and the three things that I've prepared for you today. Number one, we just have one chart today, one simple chart to look at. And it is the Exchange Traded Fund VT. Let's have a look. This is a 12-month price chart of VT. You can see it's below its 200-day average. I take note of a couple of things. Number one, VT did break below the October lows of 2014, but right now we're back above those October lows. And as you can see, VT has made no progress in the last couple of weeks of getting back on track into a new uptrend. And now this is symptomatic because VT includes Europe, Japan, the US, China, all of the emerging markets. And here are the fears right now. Number one, there is a fear of global growth. That global growth is slowing dramatically. And most of that fear is coming out of China. The Chinese stock market is now down from its highs some 30% and is officially in a bear market. Most of the emerging markets are in bear markets right now, but the United States, Europe, Japan, still in correction mode, about 10% from the most recent highs, about 5% below the 200-day average. Fear number two is the Fed is going to raise interest rates. The U.S. economy is doing okay. It's been considering raising interest rates for quite some time, but now that decision is going to happen next week. And what that might do to global markets if the Fed did raise rates. And then number three, there is just worries that this slowdown around the world is going to spill over into Europe and the US. So those are the big fears right now, and that's what's happening with market trends, and we're not making a lot of progress. Point number two today is I want to give you an update on ETF trading. And you know I'm a huge advocate of exchange-traded funds, and I've written a lot and done a lot of videos and all the like. But I have to tell you, I'm very disappointed with what happened on October 24th with some exchange-traded funds, falling way below their index values during that first hour of trading on that Monday. And so here's the big news. I just got done writing the October issue of Successful ETF Investing. And if you're not a subscriber, I really would advise you during this very volatile period of time to become a subscriber of Successful ETF Investing. But I wrote in this issue that it is now my recommendation on a temporary basis not to use stop loss orders, market order stop losses, or limit order stop losses on any open positions you have with exchange traded funds. The reason why is because the way the system is set up today, those stock market orders, those blind orders, could get executed at very bad prices for you. So do not use stop loss orders. That is my direct recommendation at this time. And all of the details are in the current issue of Successful ETF Investing. Finally, I want to talk about my radio show, ETF Success with Doug Fabian. It's a show I do each and every week. If you're watching this video from my weekly e-letter, there's a link to the radio show. But I talked about four important topics today. Number one, bad things happen when we are below the 200-day average, and we are below the 200-day average right now. Number two, we have this bifurcation in the financial markets around the world. Some markets are in correction, some markets in bear markets. How is this going to resolve itself? Number three, I get into more detail about these trading issues with ETFs. And lastly, the good news is I'm looking at this market correction as an opportunity, and it's time to start putting together your buy list for exchange traded funds. And all of the details are in this week's radio show, so I hope you check it out. As always, you can send me an email, your comments, askdoug@dougfabian.com. Thanks so much for tuning in this week.